Yo, yo, sup.
Tyler.
Tick. Clock's ticking, bro. You getting nervous?
Bro. Hey, how's it going? First of all, I want to commend you on your perseverance, all right? You've been playing a lot. You've been playing hard. This is good. Good quality. But it looks sometimes like you've been regressing a bit.
No shot.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm going to try to help you best I can. I've been
There's
looking.
no
I've been seeing
way.
some of your strengths and weaknesses.
Hold on. Okay. First of all, don't tell me I'm regressing. I've been using A keys, 2 key fucking control groups, A clicking, build order. Explain how I'm
Fair enough.
regressive. Go on.
There were things that I coached you that you haven't been using or that you've been waiting until like today to learn and to apply.
Name one.
I told you about attack move, control grouping your buildings, spending your resources when you go for an all-in. So you've been doing about 90% macro games. This is good. This is a good way to learn the game. But every now and then you try a tower rush. But I reminded you that if you are going for an all-in, you should play it as an all-in. Remember when I said
That was
body and
just
mind?
one game. At the
No,
very
I think
end.
you've tried a couple of tower rushes. Just yesterday on Terranus Stand, you were on the top left of the map. You attacked with 3 headhunters, a blade, and 1 peon. You arrived at a guy that had an Ancient of War at the Goblin Shop. The guy had a level 3 Warden. Oh no, he had a level 3 Dark Ranger, 7 Skeletons, 7 Archers. Remember that? You arrived with 3 headhunters and a peon.
That seems outnumbered.
You were outnumbered. You said like, oh my god, this guy is making units every time he kills one of my units, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
It doesn't matter that you can't beat his army. The thing that I care about is that when you go for an all-in, it needs to be an all-in. You keep doing this middle of the way stuff, which is why everything you do is failing. When you go all in, you tech to tier 2, you've got 400 or 500 gold in the bank. That's ridiculous. It's like going boxing and only doing jabs.
Repeat what you just said. I was shaking my head. I actually didn't hear the last part about the gold.
All right, everything in Warcraft 3 is about gold. What did I describe lumber? What is lumber?
Second gold. I don't know.
No. You need to stop seeing lumber as second gold. Lumber is worthless. It is a limitation of tech speed. Remember I said that?
Limitation of what? No, I don't. Dude, I
Limitation
didn't write
of
this in my
tech-
notes. You should have note reviewed. What?
Yeah, well, you didn't give me your notes. And you don't fucking reply on Discord most of the time.
I'm
It's almost
busy.
like you have a life.
You don't understand.
No, it's like you have a life and it's cringe. But anyways, lumber is a tech speed limiter. Technology. So like the speed with which you tech up to another building, the speed with which you tech up to tier 2, tier 3, everything is limited by wood. But let me put it this way. If you have 5,000 lumber, how do you use it?
You can't if you don't have gold.
Exactly. So lumber is a limiter. Gold is unlimited potential. So everything is about gold by elimination, right? Lumber is a limiter, but gold is everything. It's about items, it's about units, heroes, everything. Gold is everything. So I want you to start seeing Warcraft 3 games as a how much gold am I putting into the thing that I'm doing? Like how much gold? Say for instance, you have 4 headhunters. How much gold is that?
Like 1,800.
600. 600.
How much are they each?
155.
And
times 4
orcs are 205, or the grunts are 205?
Grunts are 200.
200. Okay.
Yeah. So say for instance you have 800 gold not being used because you tech to tier 2, but you didn't use tier 2 yet. That's 345 gold lost.
Repeat.
All right. Let's go a little.
No,
bit
you just
slower.
gotta repeat it. I was thinking about the gold. Sorry, it made
All right,
sense.
stop zoning out, man.
No, I'm not zoning out. I was thinking about. Wait, okay. I got kind of. You mentioned gold. I was like, wait, what do other units cost? And I was trying to remember if I knew other units. So yeah.
Okay, good. But don't try to think about that right now. So tier 2, 345 gold. 6 headhunters, 620 gold. Oh, sorry, 4 headhunters, right? 4 headhunters, 620 gold. Let's say that you have 1 more burrow than you actually needed. Let's say you're at 28 population, but you have up to 40 or 50 capacity. Let's say up to 50. 1 extra burrow. 1 burrow, 160 gold. Let's say you bought 2 healing salve and 2 clarities, which is something you do a lot.
Yep.
That's 200 gold plus 140. That's 340 gold, right? I was writing all this in your Discord. So let's say you didn't need the burrow. You're not yet using heal salve and clarity. You are not yet using tier 2. That's 845 gold not being used in terms of being strong for a fight. Now, let's say you also have 700 gold in the bank. That's 1500 gold not being used. A headhunter is 155 gold. You have 1500 gold in the bank. How many headhunters below max are you right now?
Like 10.
Like 10.
Yeah.
Except that's only true if they didn't cost supply and there was no unit production requirement, like the time spent making them. So let's say 8, because you need to cover their supply via burrows. So you are 8 headhunters below max. So now you understand why when you arrive with 3 headhunters and you're like, I'll try to do an all-in, but you've got 1 extra burrow, you went to tier 2, you forgot to use your barracks for a bit, you bought items that you're not using in the fight, you cannot expect to win a battle on the other side of the map.
Yep.
Because you're 8 headhunters below
max.
max.
But recently I have not. I just dropped the rushing thing.
Yes.
Because I think it's out of my league, to be honest, and I think the maps are too big for me to understand. So I just stopped fucking rushing in general.
Okay, let's talk about a couple of challenges you had that made things more difficult for you after our coaching. 1, you suddenly had to meet different bullshit every game, like different strats that you've never seen before. So there's learning there. There's a lot of learning requirement. That's tough. You got sniped like mad. I was watching, and over 90% of the people that you were playing against were trying to be like a cringy sniper troll. Looks pretty bad on the Warcraft 3 scene, but I like to think they're from your community.
That's no shot, by the way. That's not true.
Okay. But you were getting sniped and trolled and sandbagged most likely by people that were not really your rank. When you actually met someone your rank, it was closer.
Yeah, those games were really fun, by the way. I think my last game, I think that guy was my rank. I took his match history. He lost like 10 games in a row in 2 seconds. But see, I want to have it a true competition. I don't want them to like fucking let me win. If they're gonna make the game close, they're gonna curb stop me. If they went. Sorry, I'm yapping. Go on.
Yeah, no, but it's fine. So you had some challenges, which made things harder, and you've been making some improvements. And watching your games over the last few days has helped me realize how many things that I assumed might be, let's say, understood without question, were just so different from League. For instance, the fact that you can attack your own unit, which you cannot do in League, was a discovery for you today. Then you said, oh, I just killed my own grunt. I'm stupid, like on Lost Temple just now. And then you said, I must have done that before. And yes, you killed your own Shadowhunter yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, so I knew that you could attack your own unit, but I didn't know it was because we mentioned denying last time.
Right.
But I didn't know that the A-click thing, you can just A-click and your entire fucking A-click group attacks your own unit. In the middle of combat? How do you fucking A-click on the ground? Do you zoom in?
No, just A-click behind them. So
that's right. I'm so stupid. We just talked about
this. It's okay. What A is move to this place, but if units can acquire aggro on any enemy unit, whether it's a creeper or an enemy, at the same time, then they will engage that unit and fight them until everything is dead, and then they will go to the original A-click location. It just means defend yourself from attackers as you go here, which is much preferable than you moving across the map without A-clicking. Someone engages you, you're busy, and you lose your whole army.
Yes.
Well, let's go through this document.
Sorry, I'm typing. Yep.
It's okay. Don't you have dark mode?
Do you want me to dark mode it? Dark mode it?
No, up to you. Up to you.
How do you dark mode?
Whatever you like. There's extensions. It's fine. All right. So I prepared this because I thought it's better if you try to answer it first. So I have little exam questions. This is going to help inform me about the order that we should be taking today with some of the learning. And maybe you can choose a category you want to learn more about. But let's take it from the top first. So there's been one problem you have, which is a large gold bank. You've noticed this yourself, but you don't know what to spend it on. So there's a couple of logical statements that we can make that can help inform you about how to use it. So firstly, what is the most versatile and best orc unit in your opinion? There's 11 units.
In my opinion, or because I just watched your video, that video.
You watched the whole 1 hour, 15-minute video, or did you go to the end?
It had Raider, Peon.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest, to be honest.
You clicked on the end, so
I
you didn't even
skimmed.
watch for 30 seconds. You didn't give it a view. That sucks, man.
I skimmed through.
That's okay. It's okay. So, yeah,
If
go ahead.
I wouldn't
Go
know how
ahead
to
if
even
you've
answer
seen
this.
it to just answer. Okay, so what are your favorite units, for instance?
The Zerkers.
Okay, Zerkers.
Love the Zerkers.
Right? Okay, so you like Zerkers. Do you think they are a versatile unit that can be used in any situation?
Well, I heard, or I did research, and they're terrible against like AOE abilities. They're like
Yeah.
squishy.
And outside of that?
Maybe they. I don't know how armor shred works, but maybe they don't do well against armor. Like,
Sure.
that a
We'll
thing?
talk about armor. We'll talk about armor and damage types later.
Okay.
It's important.
They seem
But
to be like medium speed to me.
medium speed.
I don't know. I
Do you
don't
think
know.
they're high damage or low damage?
I think they're medium. I think they're low.
Okay.
Are they low?
They're the highest damage unit Orc has.
Oh shit! Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, higher than
So,
torrents?
Well, torrents can have a higher ceiling if they have optimum damage spread for the pulverize. Right? Pulverize is an ability that does extra damage around, which is not based on their actual attack damage. It's an ability. It can do up to 60 splash damage with a chance to hit.
So it's like cleave. It does cleave damage.
It's different, very different than cleave. Cleave is a function of the base damage of a unit. Pulverize is not related to attack upgrades at all. It's more like ability damage, but in the physical channel.
So the damage can't be increased by like leveling up.
Correct.
Okay.
So you would sooner go 0-3 on torrents, 0 attack upgrades, 3 armor, in order to let them pulverize more, than that you would go 3-0.
Really? I did not know that. So is that after you level pulverize or?
Pulverize is 1/3 strength before you upgrade it, with a max of 20 splash damage. Once after you upgrade it, it has a max of 60 splash damage. So it's true regardless.
Okay, so I mean, and again, you said torrents are pretty dog shit, but I'm just writing this down in case I remember. Because a lot of times I'm like, oh, I have a big melee army, but it's like 4 torrents. Let's upgrade, hurry up and rush melee upgrades. Which, by the way, I don't understand upgrade timers, so I'm gonna write that down too.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
do you remember anything I said in previous coaching about upgrades? Something about 8 units, 9 units?
It was like a mat, yes. So if you were an early up, because I remember the Zerkers, an early upgrade costs like 100, 100 or something. That is equal to 1 Zerker. So you're getting 1 Zerker worth of, like it's 10% of damage or
12.5.
12.5, that's what it was.
Yeah, so if something gets 12.5% better, how many headhunters would you need to justify an upgrade?
Say it again.
If you can add 12.5 DPS, 12.5% DPS, how many units would you need to make an upgrade the same damage increase as an extra unit?
Like 7, 6, 7.
Yeah, 8 or 9, right?
7 times 1, whatever it is. Yeah.
About 8. Right. I talked about this last time. So I see sometimes in your games, be it against players or AI, that you have 3/3 upgrades for torrents with 1 torrent on the field.
Yeah.
In which case, that money would have been better spent on more torrents instead. Like, you wouldn't want 3/3 upgrades on torrents until you have like 6 or 8 or so.
Yeah, but a lot of times late game, I have no. I'm sitting like 2,000 gold trying to upgrade because it's like something that spends my gold.
Okay. We'll talk more about that later.
Okay.
First, I'm just going to tell you kind of the versatile units, like the best units. Okay. Zerkers are the best.
Really?
Zerkers. They're the most versatile. Why? It's because they are ranged. That means they can deal with both ground and air. You look at someone like Grand Tauren, cannot deal with air, except if you ensnare, right? Raiders are very good. You don't use them to the max yet, but they're very good and versatile. They get better and better the higher level you get. I was impressed yesterday to see you have Raiders in a group, tab, and then use Ensnare that way. It wasn't very fast, but you were doing tabbing, which I don't remember teaching you, so I don't know how you picked it up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Berserkers, Raiders, Kodo are very good. As you see, you're not massing Kodos, but 1 or 2 is very good.
2.
Right? Yeah. 2. You saw a guy go 2 in a YouTube video, I heard you say.
Yep. You spectated Happy versus the orc guy,
Lynn.
Lynn. And you were like,
Those are the
"Oh, I'll
two.
be surprised if he doesn't go Kodo here." And then he started building a raider, and you were like, "What's he doing? He doesn't have entrapment yet, or whatever it's called." And then he canceled it, and then he went Kodo. You're like, "Oh, I was right. I remember that."
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Cool. So Berserker, very good. Raider, Kodo. After that, I would say Shaman is probably some of the most useful units. You've recently started using them. They can do Bloodlust, Purge. I've seen you use Bloodlust and Purge, but Lightning Shield seems to be something that's not. You don't know what that is yet.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And then the worst unit. Let's say the worst units. We've got Walkers, Witch Doctors. We're talking about one-on-one now. Okay, not FFA. Witch Doctor is probably one of the worst units. Bat Rider. Wyvern is one of the worst, but it has some purpose against undead.
Are these all the same order? Or are these just like 5, 6, 7, 8?
You can look at my stream if you want.
Okay, I'll just look at your stream. I was writing these down.
Yeah, because I can edit the document there. Let's see, we got Walkers, Demolishers, Walkers, Demolishers. Probably Demolisher is actually one of the worst. What else is there? Spirit Walkers, Peons, Torrents. Torrents actually one of the worst. Torrents, Spirit Walkers. What unit am I forgetting? Grunts. Oh yeah, something like this. Okay, so this is kind of the order. So in the future, when you have a large bank, we'll try. In the future, if you have a large bank, just sync it in these units.
Berserkers, Raiders. So okay, let's say my army gets wiped, or is about to get wiped, and I'm like, what do I build? I should max. I should just like spam Berserkers from my barracks, and from my beastry, I should be making Raiders.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the problem you've been having, which by the way is an extremely recognizable problem, even after dozens or hundreds of games, for many people in RTS and for me in other games as well, is that you get overstimulated and that you get choice paralysis. You have money, you know it's bad to have a lot of money, but you don't know how to spend it.
Yep.
So these units, maybe these 4, should become your sink, where if you can't think right now, just make this. There might be better options, but you can't really go wrong making these. Okay, let's go to the next.
One second. Sorry, one second.
All right.
Can you scroll back up? That's great, because I just had a game like that, and I was like, what do I build? What do I build? And if I could have just started spamming them, spit them out. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. What's the negative effect of having a large gold bank?
A lot of you don't have anything.
Underutilized potential, right? It means that if you are attacking them, you're doing so suboptimally, and if you're getting attacked, you may die because of it.
Yep.
Okay. What's the positive effect of having a large bank? How would you go about using it? If too hard, multiple choice, say which one is correct. A large bank will help me have an insurance for later. If I ever lose my expansion, I'll spend from it every now and then. A large bank will allow me to do a massive population increase in order to create a power spike of maximum army and strength potential once my gold reaches 0, or I won't spend it.
Probably won't have time to spend it if you have so much left. You'll die before that.
Y is correct.
GG.
We want Y. GG. If you have 2,000 gold, let me put it this way. Pros will sometimes have 2,000 gold, right? But it's with the purpose of spending all of it at once, as fast as possible, to create the largest possible power spike, and then to use it. You currently do not yet have any kill timings, because of course you don't know timings. Everything is relative, totally normal. But in the long run, in Warcraft 3, you will try to learn the moments where you are strongest. There are many different power spikes in Warcraft 3. The first time your hero comes out of the altar is a power spike, because you go from not having a hero to having a hero. The first time your hero gets level 3, it means you can double up on a previously chosen ability. That's a power spike. The first time, or any of the times, that you empty your gold to 0, via buying either items that make you stronger or units that make you stronger. The moment your gold organically reaches 0 without being tied up in other things that do not increase your power level, that's when you are reaching the power spike of gold maximized usage. Does that make sense?
Yes. Because you
If
statistically can't get any stronger at that point if you have all your gold.
yes, yes. So you've got gold usage power spike, you've got hero level power spike, you've got positional power spikes, like you're in a good position. You're uphill, he's downhill.
Yep.
There's all kinds of power spikes. If you can align all of those together, then you can become the strongest at any given time in the game, and that's what an RTS is all about.
You say the positional. I can watch the
If you're
VOD.
on the high ground,
I can watch the VOD. Oh, what's up?
if you're on the high ground and he's on the low ground, then by the way, you probably don't know about uphill advantage, right?
Uphill advantage, or you're like if you're on the top of the hill, you have the advantage.
Yeah, if you're on the
Yeah.
top of the hill, what are the two things that are negatively affecting your opponent?
They can't fucking see. You don't get vision till you're like even, right?
Yep, you can't get vision until something from above ground attacks them. Then they get a small circle of vision on that. Unless they get a foot on top of the hill, then they have vision, right?
Yeah, it's. I don't. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So vision. What's the second one?
I have no idea about the second one.
Mischance.
Huh?
Ranged units have a mischance when shooting against an enemy unit that's uphill.
Just uphill, not fog of war. So something you shoot something that goes fog of war that hit still goes through.
Yes.
Okay. Just uphill.
I don't know how much it is actually. Chat? 25, 33%. Okay,
So
25%.
Okay. So if you're good enough, let's say I have Zerkers and I'm pushing up a hill, the enemy could weave from fog of war up the hill and make
Repeat,
my
please.
Zerkers miss more often. That's like
If he's that, like on Lost Temple, the map you play a lot, the main base has double uphill. So from the middle of the map, you go up that bridge to the main base. There's an uphill, and then there's like a little stopping place, and then there's another uphill.
Yep.
So whenever you're fighting up that hill, if he's holding that position, you need to be at least 25% stronger if you want to win that, because you're going to miss 25% of your attacks
so
with
it's
range.
probably not even worth like on Lost Temple. Should I go around like to hit their expansion gold mine then, and then go that way? Is that not uphill?
Yeah, if they have an expansion on Lost Temple, it's always preferable to attack that, because that does not have a defensive uphill. It has a defensive uphill to the main base from the expansion, but not from the attacker's position into the expansion.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why it's so fucking hard. I can't ever fucking hit the enemy there ever.
True.
Holy
True.
shit.
All right, what is upkeep?
Your amount, no upkeep, low upkeep, the amount of units you have on the map.
Are there any other effects of upkeep? Or is it just a messaging system that says how much supply you have? So there are additional benefits.
Okay.
There are additional consequences.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yep. All good. It is kind of a interesting system. Most other RTS don't have this. If you are at 0 to 50 supply, you're at no upkeep.
Yes, I know that.
Right? 51 to 80, low upkeep. And 81 to 100, which is the max, high upkeep.
Yep.
This is a system that's designed to make you pay for standing armies. And the way it does it is by an income deduction, basically a tax or an upkeep. So the moment you go over 50, you start getting less income from all sources. That means there's a clock on you.
Huh?
There's a timer on you.
Okay. Okay. Got it?
So say for instance, a 50 population army comprises of 2 heroes. By the way, do you know how much supply a hero is?
5.
Okay, 2 heroes, 10 supply.
Yep.
How much is a grunt?
3?
Yeah, so that's 12 supply. Then how many peons do you need on one base?
17. Or no, 12.
Yeah, I understand why you said 17. Because you have one hero. It's a normal supply to look at. 12, correct?
Yep.
So we've got 12 supply and we've got 2 heroes. That is pretty much guaranteed. That leaves us with 28 supply for army after this, right?
Yep.
This is 22 out of 50. There's 28 supply for army. Grunts are 3 food. That's 12. Let's say we have 4 headhunters. They're 2. That's 8. So now we have 8 supply left. Let's say 2 Kodos to keep it simple.
Yep.
That's 50. All right. So now, if you take another player that has the exact same thing, but he has 5 headhunters, 52 supply. So now you've got a guy that you've got 11 units against 10, which is 10% stronger, roughly, right?
Yep.
10% stronger in army. And that's not even counting the heroes, which are equal to each other. So it's not even 10% stronger. But one guy is getting 100% income from all sources, and the other guy is getting 70% income. Because he is at 52. That means that after 1 minute, you get 600 gold per minute, because you get 10 gold per second. A peon drops back gold every second in the gold mine if you have 5. This guy's only getting, wait, is it 420 or 480? 420, yes. 420 gold per minute, 7 gold per
Do you
second.
have your calculator bound?
No, I just do Windows key and then CAL, press enter.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Okay, so how much is he losing per minute?
180.
How much is a headhunter?
150.
Yeah, 155, roughly 150. So this guy is losing, let's say,
More gold than he has.
yeah, he's losing about 1.1 headhunter per minute. So in other words, if these guys fight right now, player B below here is gonna maybe win, depending on micro, because he has 1 more unit. But if they fight in 1 minute and 20 seconds from now, this guy will have earned back the extra headhunter he has for free by not being on low upkeep. That means the next time they meet after 1 minute 20 or whenever they meet, assuming they both start producing after 1 minute 20, the upper guy will have 1 more headhunter than the lower guy because he delayed the time of going over 50. So let's say he's going to have 11 and this guy is going to have only 10 because he earned 1 full headhunter by not producing yet.
Okay.
You understand that concept, even if you don't know how to use that per se now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we need you to avoid willy-nilly going over 50, like randomly going over 50 with 51, 52. This is like a huge eyesore for viewers and players.
Okay. I got you. Okay, so